welcome back to Minecraft Down Under. This is episode 65. Bloomin' crikey, far out. We were really moving up there, aren't we? So anyway, last bloomin' episode, we did a lot of, what would you call it, fine-tuning of the farm, trying to get like the timing right for the bobs to drop down. We found some bugs, obviously, and sort of gave me a sort of a headache and bloomin' struth. So, you know, I took a break from that, doing that, and I sort of moved on to keep working on the towers down here. Have a look at this. Have a look at that. So, yep, the towers are coming along quite nicely. These two went up. I'm really low of sandstone at the moment, so obviously going to have to do some sandstone mining. Yeah, the other two towers are coming up slowly, which is bloody fantastic. I figured now that I've, spent quite a few hours getting those towers up, I would come back and we would try to start figuring stuff out over here again, because I really need to start getting this sort of replicated. Remember what I said in the beginning, guys? I was not going to build the other sides until we figured this one out. And lucky I haven't, because yeah, there's some bugs. There is definitely some bloody bugs up here. I'll tell you that for a fact. Do I have the bed on me? No, I don't. Bloody struth. So yeah, there's some bugs. So we've got to sort of fix all of them. Okay, so first things first. The reset. Okay, so the whole idea is to, hit a lever and, the timer goes off and the bobs slowly drop down in the canals perfectly, making a gap, and and that was all meant to go, and obviously it was meant to keep them all in check, but there sort of has to be a bypass, as we found out last episode, when the bobs are all in the canals, having one bob come up to reset it, ends up in the top, and then the timer obviously takes ages to go the second, the third, then the fourth, and back in. So there's a massive gap in the timing of the farm, which is obviously a bloody problem. Oh, flaming Gallard, it's definitely a bloody problem. So yeah, so it sort of wrapped my brain there, but I think we're gonna obviously plan it out and just take a big breath, and we can do this. We can do this. Obviously the bypass track is 100% needed, because we don't want them to go back into the system. That there is just the storage. So when a lever is flipped and they're all unloaded, the farm is running and the bypass is on. So they're just bypassing the whole falling down. That will keep the timing quite nicely. So what else? What we gotta do? Yeah, so the bypass has got to be 100%. The problem is, turning the farm off obviously switches the track to make them go back up into the bob storage. The problem is, having the entire system move every bob go when the farm's off and the timer's off. Obviously, we have a separate system to make the bob sort of fall down, and then when another bob comes up, it triggers the gate, and then the other one falls down, and then another one, until the whole thing, she's locked in, bloody loaded, if you know what I mean, and then the farm's completely off, and then that will happen with every single one, right? So, blimey. So, what we could, there's many ways to solve this, I suppose. Everybody has their own play style and their own way they could do this. What you could do is hook up what you could do for the separate system, you could hook up a detector track, or the button track. Freaking crikey, I've forgotten what the bloody thing's called. So pretty much when you've turned off the timer and the bypass is turned off and she's coming up to load them, she'll run over the track, putting a redstone signal down to the lot of them, and dropping them down. But remember, it has to have a quick pulse, which we've got down there. 100% has to have a quick pulse, doesn't it? Because if it was just hooked up to a normal track, the signal's too long. All of them will drop out. You cannot have that. The gate has to boom really quickly, right? That's the point of the quick pulse. Let's make sure they don't obviously all fall out the bloomin' bottom. Blimey. So that means each individual track here has to have its own separate quick pulse. Also, the main circuit needs to also be hooked up to a bloody clock. All in the same freaking line. Bloody blimey. So, just wrapping my brain around it. I've been thinking. Yeah, I'm still thinking. If you haven't already noticed, I'm still thinking. Okay, so probably. All right, hear me out here. All right, probably hear me out. Obviously the bypass has to stay. The bypass 100% stays, right? We remove this track here. Yeah, the track that goes up. We remove that track. Install a twirly whirly track that goes up. We have to keep the bypass, so the twirly whirly has to start around here somewhere. Right? Right. It has to be well, that's going to be difficult. I was going to say it has to be the same size as one of these squares. See this? So that's a 3x3? So it has to be maximum 3x3. And as you know, bobs take damage, so we'll have to make it at a half slaps. Bloody crikey. Okay, so yeah, we make that so when the bypass is on, they just go into the water, right? But when we want to send them to the loader, the switch will switch, off they go around the twirly, up and back into the loader. Now, that's obviously going to free up a big gap here. See all this crap, this junk here, all gone. Because the twirly whirly's in, right? It'll leave up a big gap in here. Nice, right? Nice. That's to squeeze more redstone in. Hopefully, we can squeeze the big clock in. Yep, check. And hopefully, we can put in a since we've got such a large freaking design, well, not a large, but just sort of opened up a big gap, we can put a separate pulsating, yes, with a small freaking pulsator, well, a pulse generator, sorry, in on each individual track as well. So, pretty much, turn it off. It'll go the round, up, in, run over a track somewhere here. Just say, powering a pulse. The pulse has to come in here, by the way, guys. Unfortunately, the redstone system we've got does not go down. Oh, trust me, if the redstone signal went down, oh, that would make life so much easier. The redstone signal has to originate from this block here, unfortunately. So just remember, the redstone signal, you can't put a thing up here powering every single gate going downwards. That's right, you'd have to put a thing up there, run redstone all the way down here, have the timing perfect, and a pulse generator to pulse it all. So, blimey. So, that there is roughly the plan. Oh, executing Z plan is going to be quite difficult. Okay, I don't have my bed on me. I need to get me bed. We need a checklist. Alright, if we're going to do this, first things first, we can do this now. Right on here, we're going to go ahead and remove this rail. So, oh, Bob, mate, seriously. Thank you. Alright, that can stay there because Bob's going to be a bit of a pain in our bum. And we just sort of go down and remove the rail. So we're pretty much... okay, yeah. We're pretty much rebuilding it. Just to make it fit more... Well, you know, bring the bum in a little bit and fit all the redstone sort of squarely, if you know what I mean. We don't really need to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. So move that back. Keep the track. Okay, so as you can see, that is all gone. What we'll do is also bring out this here. Nice. So I know how much play with the redstone I got. This is fine. Remember, the Bob will not take damage from that. That's fine. So there's all fine. That's all fine. So I guess I have to remove each individual track here, but that's, as I say, completely fine. And we sort of just bring it back. Look how much space. If we have the twirly whirly set up right here, goes up and over us and in straight in. We've got all this squareness to play with. That's what I'm trying to say. Freaking struth. Okay. All right. I'm sorry if I go quiet or I stutter. My brain is sort of ticking over. This is what happens when you wing stuff. Oh, struth. But hey, we can do this. We can do this. We'll leave that track there like we did to the other one. I guess. Oh, struth. Did I just break that redstone? Bloody blimey, I did too. All right, replace that. There we go. Just so it continues to work. All right, so we'll leave the clock there for now. The bobs are all stored quite nicely. The bobs up. The bobs are doing better than I thought. In the beginning, a lot of comments were like, "Data, you know, when the chunk loads and unloads, bobs are going to be glitched, or they're going to despawn." No, because they're name tagged and they're in a minecart, and they don't. I've been in and out of these chunks many times, loaded them up many times. Bobs are still there. Bobs are perfect. That's because they're all named. Okay, so get rid of that. All right, leave the bypass in. So we got to leave this in because I suppose we got to shrink this down. Can we put this pulse underneath? There is a gap under here. We could probably utilize here in the bypass system. So we'll probably move that downstairs. So that's going to be interesting. Interesting. Okay, so, all right. Enough chinwagon. I know I've been chinwagon, but we have to plan things, and I want to run it over with just make sure it's all good. All right, jump up here. Okay, so probably go down and start getting a checklist of stuff. After, I'm going to remove all this track first. I'm going to need some track to keep the powered track. All right, I'll be back shortly, fellas. I'm going to remove this, go down, grab some, hopefully not die with lots of mobs down in the dark patch, and grab some redstone. We got this. Alrighty then, guys. I am back. Now, I'm just down in the hole here. I was just making some adjustments. I got rid of the lever here. That was obviously the bypass, switching it to go up and down. As you can see, all the freaking track has been removed. I put a bed. I've got lots of stuff. Got some pistons, which we're going to need. Now, what I want to start on, this might be a little bit of a pain in the bum, I reckon, is the Twirly Whirly 3x3s, and without the slimes taking damage. So, yeah, might be a bit of a pain in the bum. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and build 2 out. I'm going to use some sandstone to get us up. So what we'll do is just take it up as far as we can take it here. What can we... Alright, is that... Yep, okay, I can see the bobs there. See if we can get the ladder. Alright, good stuff. Alright. So, there we go. Alright, so what we need to do is probably, come out by 1? Get some powered rail. Now, this is where the new switch will be. So, bypass, Bob's getting stored. Bypass, Bob's getting stored. Okay. Just planning it out. Alright, so what we need to do is... come in by probably 2 blocks and then sort of just wrap ourselves around here. Then 2 blocks. Okay, is that going to work? Like that. Oh, like that. And then we need a normal track. I need some normal track. All right. Okay, so I'm already seeing a problem. We'll get rid of this center pillar here, right? How the bloomin' hell are we going to power the rail? That is definitely an issue. Okay, I got this. This is pretty easy. Getting it to go up anyway. Yep, definitely easy to get it going up. So, pretty much it's just 2. Yeah, 2. And then you just keep going up like this, see? And then you just add another 2 here. Boom, boom. We could just keep doing this all the way around. And then just add the track. Oh, yeah, bloody brilliant. Real easy stuff. Okay, so with the half slabs, wrong spot. With the half slabs, obviously the bobs are not going to be taking any sorts of damage, which is great. The problem is, as I said, the middle is concerning now, because we're going to just about to get rid of that middle in a second. While I'm running the tracks up, running power, because redstone torches. Oh, is that it? Oh yeah, that'll do. So sort of come in here and then sort of straight ahead. Yep, straight ahead. There we go. Look at that. Bob's your bloomin' uncle. There we go. We can just make it go down a couple. Whoop, stay back, Bob. Alright. Yeah, you can't put torches on anything because once we remove the center here, down. Down. Yep. Once we remove the center here, we're going to have an issue. See? Yeah, okay. Alright. We're going to have a little bit of an issue. Is how the bloody hell are we going to power all these rails when we can't place a block there because, yeah. See, that was easy. That was the easy bit. Alright, run it up. There we go. Oh, no. You got to have sort of a gap there, then straight powered. Okay, let's figure this out. Alright, so we can have a slab. Let's go down. So if we put a slab in, say, here, have our very first torch slapped in here, right? Oh, it's already switched it over. Alright, so those 2 are powered. No, Oh, so I'm going to have another one here. Alright. Get rid of the chicken. Don't get rid of the chicken. Alright, throw that in there. See what I mean? And it's not going to power that one, but I could put another one there to power that one there, if you know what I mean. So every second rail, I guess I could power with a half slab so they won't take damage. Will the track make it up here with just every second? So we put normal rail in. What I mean about normal rail, like get rid of that. Every non-powered and literally replace it. I guess we're going to have to sit in the minecart and find out. So that's powered. Yeah, every second. Okay. Bloody better work. Because or else this tower idea is out the bloody window. And that's fine there. Okay, I've got a minecart. I can test this. No bloody problem. Jump in. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. Yep. That's for. Whoa, crikey. All right, that's fine. That's what I was worried about there. I thought to myself, well, that's not going to work, is it? Okay. All right, Bobs. How you guys going? Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So we got that in. The bypass now is technically installed. Now we need to put the lever in. There we go. All right. Go and put lever in. Oh, yeah, I do. I have tons of levers. All right. Oh, all right. Replace that block with a full block. Like so. There you go. Bloody struth. All right. Normal rail. And boom. All right. There we go. All right. So we have to power this one to turn it on and off. No problem. Okay. One problem is it looks like the next bypass rail is going to be, what would you say, quite close. We could probably put the bypass button in there. Alright, but we'll leave that for now. The bypass is technically installed and enabled. That's all good. Alright, so that's all good. So what we need to do now is set up a pulse generator. Now, we need a sort of a gap here because what we're going to need is some timer. So if, say we put the, where do we put it? We got to put it one block away. You cannot have it too close to that. All right. So say we put it in here. We put a really simple pulse generator in here. Boom, boom. Just the original one that I always used to use. Max timer. And torch here and torch here. Run that redstone signal straight over the top. Bob's your uncle. And if we power that block there, which I don't have, if we power that block there, this will be a really simple pulse generator. It's in 3x3 bracket. So if we were to build another one, say right there, I'm just planning. So if we're building another one right there, there would be a gap, so I could have another pulse generator without affecting the original. So that was the problem. That's what I was trying to say. The problem is trying to squeeze pulse generators all in here, and you know, the clock, no problem. Look at all this space here. There's going to be all this space. The clock can be squeezed back here somewhere, so that's not an issue. This now has its own separate pulse generator. I don't know what we're going to do with these bobs. Oh, whoopsie daisy. I was meant to get out the bloody redstone repeaters here and put these in. So, max time of those, max time of those, max time of those. And we can adjust that. So, we just sort of need to figure out how to hook up the redstone signal. Oh, the sun's going down. The redstone signal from up there to on top of that block, probably using the same piston method as that. So if we turned the farm, if we turned the farm completely off, the track changes, right? The track changes over, and then every time a bob goes out of the farm, runs over the track, boom, and then all of them shuffle down. Alright, now that's going to work fine. That is going to work absolutely bloody fine. I was a little bit worried about that one. Okay, alright. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, so I guess we go ahead and put this bloody detector rail in now. Shall we? Shall we? Alright, let's go do that. Alright, up. Alright, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and call it now. Where is it? Right here? Yep, right here. All right, we're going to go ahead and call it now. Thanks for watching episode 65 of Minecraft Down Under. Join me for episode 66, where we could definitely continue on this. Try get this up and fully functionable. Uh-oh, I see a problem already. If Bob hits that, bloody struth. But anyway, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you smash all those buttons. Give it a like. Or if you hate this episode, dislike. It's totally up to you. Don't forget, if you're enjoying Minecraft Down Under, the series itself, make sure you share this on your favourite social media. It'd be much appreciated. And I'll catch you all later.